Would you leave the boundaries of your mind? I bet you never even knew that there's a universe inside of you.
Hey you guys, so I haven't made a good video maybe in a while. As you guys know, I'm not doing a lot of workout stuff because of I am pregnant. Not saying you can't work out when you're pregnant, but for me, I just have to be more careful with what's going on with the baby. If you guys don't know what's going on with the baby, link will be down below in the description or up here in the card, so you guys can know what is going on. A lot has been going on with my life. We moved. I can't breathe. I'm basically just coming on here with an open slate. Just being very transparent with you guys. You know, a lot of videos that I have been posting are very unconventional and very untraditional, or whatever you could say. Not the videos itself, but what the videos talk about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look down below. And yes, I just redid my hair. I wanted to dye it so bad, and I can't bleach it, so I just put a color over it. Since it was pink, I had to go darker. Hopefully it fades, because I don't really care for dark hair. So the other day, I had put something about, actually I put this on my status, and I think on my Twitter too. If you don't follow it, you go follow down below. I'm not that active, but I'm more active on my Instagram and my Snapchat, so follow those down below. I was saying that I love God, but I hate religion. And I've been thinking about this a lot, more openly than anything. I've been thinking about this for about 2 years now, but now I'm more certain on what I believe, I guess you could say. Or I guess not exactly what I believe, but kind of. I'm a lot more certain, and I'm a lot more confident in talking about it, because I grew up, I didn't really grow up in a Christian home either, which is crazy. But my mom always took us to church, and she always talked to us about God, but she wasn't strict about it. And she encouraged us basically to go to church and stuff. And I decided that I wanted to go to church every Sunday at a young age. I was probably 9 or 10, and I did that continuously until a little while after I got married, just because it wasn't even my own decision, and we just started fading away, I guess you could say. And in the last 2 years, I've been really, really thinking about, I asked God, you know what? Because every religion thinks it's the right religion. That's one thing that's so contradicting, and I don't really like to get into it with people, because everyone thinks their religion is the right one. And even when I was going to church for a long time, people would call me religious, and I was like, no, I'm not religious. I do not believe in many religions. I am not religious. At least that's what I thought it was back then. And I just hated being called religious. But I was more narrow-minded, closed-minded back then. Even though I grew up in a very accepting, open-minded home, I was doing it to myself kind of, and just thinking I had to think a certain way. And sorry you guys, I'm in front of my window so I could get good lighting, but it keeps so now okay, from 2 years ago, I think it was about 2 years ago, it might have been about 3 years ago, I was really reflecting within myself, and I like to analyze myself a lot, so that I can become a better person. Anything I do, I want to be better in. For people, I love living for people. I love making people happy. And sometimes it sucks because, then I'm not happy. But anyways, I was really praying and really talking to God, and I was going to church consistently at this time too. And I was just talking to God Lord, show me the truth, because everybody believes that their truth is the truth, you know what I mean? Please show me the truth and where my life is supposed to take me. Because me personally, I believe that everybody has their own path, and that's why we all don't believe in the same thing, you know what I mean? Because everybody has different paths. And so I was just tell me the truth. Please show me the way of the right way, I guess you could say. And I just always not even saying I was contemplating my own religion, But since everybody else thinks that theirs is right, so then why do I think mine was right, you know? So I just started analyzing all that, and I really got like into a bad like anxiety that led to a little bit like of depression moment there, because I was so uncertain of myself, of who I was and what I believed in. I know I believed in God, if that makes any sense. Like, I believe that there's a creator and everything. I just didn't know if what I was choosing to follow was right for me, right for just right in general. That over the years, I've just been thinking about it, doing my own research, looking into asking other people of different religions, like, kind of why they believe what they do, but more listening and not even contradicting them for what they do. And it's just so interesting to me how even though we all believe in something different, we all have about the same morals, just a little tweak. Christianity itself has so many different names, but you can't go to that Christianity because they do that wrong, or they do this, they do that. So I'm like, but why? Like, they believe they're right, so who am I to tell them they're wrong? You know what I mean? Like, that's what God chose for them to be for them. That's what he chose for their life. So who am I to say that it's wrong? I'm nobody. Like, it says in the Bible even, like, do not judge, right? Just more recently, since I've been actually, like, opening up to people about it, opening up to my husband about how I feel, and I always feel like I'm gonna be shamed for being more open, I guess you could say, with my beliefs. I've only gotten like positive feedback back, and I realized that it was just myself, like I was fighting but within myself more than anything. And like I talked to my mom about it, and I'm just like, man, like I am so sorry, because even though she's always believed in God, it's like when I was younger, I used to argue with people. I used to argue with anybody who had like of course I still hung around with people with different beliefs and stuff, but I would argue with them, so I just like try to avoid the situation. I told her sorry because I used to argue with her sometimes, and I was like, I was just so narrow-minded. I just wanted to see it this way, and I didn't want anybody else to tell me different. And like now I'm just like more open-minded, I guess you could say. I'm just more accepting of other people's beliefs because, like I said, we all believe that we're right. Like every religion, every belief believes that they're the right belief. Like no other belief, no other religion, per se. No other religion is the right religion. So now I'm just like, you know what? We're not gonna be like woke until we're actually dead. Like that's when our conscience, that's when our subconscious, that's when our soul is free from all the worldly beliefs, all the man-made beliefs, and that's where the truth is gonna come out. So in the meantime that we're alive, we just need to accept everyone as they are and just love them, and just like there's no point of putting barriers. Like so much things that there's like very contradicting. There's no point of that because you're wasting your energy. You're wasting your energy for like no reason when we could just say forget all that stuff and just love one another. Like people really hate one another for what they believe or politics or like it's just like so mind-blowing to me. I chose within myself that I don't want to be in a box anymore. Like since I believe in God, I believe God is a wonderful, magnificent creator that has no limits. So why would I limit myself to be in a box when God says there's no limits? You know what I mean? And maybe you guys think like, oh, God never said that, or like I'm putting words in his mouth, but I'm saying like from what God has showed me. For instance, I don't believe it's about religion. I think it's about your relationship with God, or whatever you want to call him, the creator or anything like that. It's your relationship. No matter what religion you're in, it depends on your relationship with him. And to me, that's all it's about, because God knows what is in your life. God knows what's better for you. Nobody else can tell you what's better for you than God himself. Like, come on, you guys. Like, that's why there's people living, like, different types of lives, because there's a plan for everything. And if he wants all of us to be following just this one road, then we would all be like that. But no, we are all different. Like, that's the beauty of being human. Also, we are all different. And if you guys believe in the Bible and everything, even God says that we're all made in his image, so, and he makes no mistakes. So it's like, that's just what I think, and that's what makes sense to me. Not everybody has to make sense of that. I necessarily do not like being labeled to a certain type of religion, but I do believe in God, if that makes any sense. I love God. He has shown me so many things in my life, that he is there, that he is real, and that I can count on him, because every time I've counted on him, he's never failed, and stuff like that. It's just like mind-blowing to me of how much as society we decide to like put ourselves in boxes and go by these certain rules, and they're tweaked up just to be called a different name in a different category. And if you're not exactly how you were raised, then you're wrong. And if you go to another place, then you're right, but you're wrong because you have that background. So it's like religion is man-made, in all honesty, you guys. But God shows himself other than that. And you guys might be like, well, didn't religion create God? Possibly, honestly, but at the same time, it's like, there is a creator. Like, that's what I believe. I believe there is a creator, and I believe that's God, whatever you guys want to name him. Like, people name him differently in different religions. You know what I'm saying? But it's God. And God is love, and that's what I'm going to go by. God has no limits. That's what I'm going to go by. Like I said, I just believe like he's actually shown me who I need to see him to be. If that even made sense, oh my gosh. But like, I've realized too is I'm very like confusing and stuff like when I talk. So I hope I make a lot of sense to you guys. And if not, you guys can ask me questions down below in the comments. And I've been like kind of pushing this away for a really long time. I've been pushing this topic away, but now since I'm more sure of myself and more sure of how to talk about it,
because I'm like all over the place,
I feel, like I said, more confident just to come on here on camera on YouTube and just speak what I think and how I believe, and that's it. So basically, you guys, I hope that answered you guys' questions of how like I could be a certain way and still like love God, because I believe like we all have our different paths, and just because you have one flaw doesn't mean that you have to throw away everything you believe, to a sense. I believe in love. I believe love is unconditional. I believe love is abundant, and I believe that God has different plans for each and one of us, and we just have to talk to him directly, and he will show us the way. I don't go by religion, but I go by my connection with God. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I made it really long, and you guys, my arms are just so squishy. If you guys want to see more updates about the baby, they'll be in the description down below, or you guys can like search through my videos, and there will be more to come because I know you guys really want to know how the baby's doing. A little update right now, the baby has been moving a lot. He is very active, so that makes me really happy with everything that's going on. And like I said, if you haven't seen that video, it'll be in the card or in the description down below. I just feel really relieved, and I hope you guys keep your minds open and don't be so narrow and so closed-minded to other people, because you're only leaving yourself in a little box. Let yourself bloom and come out of that box and just love everyone. Like I always say, it's not a rough life, it's a rough moment. You will get past it and you will own it. Bye.
paradise in your eyes, but I'm not yours and